Welcome to this episode of the CompTIA Tech Plus Prepcast by baremetalcyber.com. Let's begin. In this glossary deep dive, we will explore a collection of acronyms that you will see on the CompTIA Tech Plus exam. Acronyms are short forms of longer technical terms, and while they may seem overwhelming at first, learning them step by step will make them much easier to remember. Each acronym will be clearly spelled out, explained in everyday language, and connected to how it is used in the world of technology. We will not just list the words, but also explain what they mean, why they are important, and how they fit into the bigger picture of computing, networking, software, and security. For someone just starting out in information technology, this is a great way to build comfort with the language of the field, since these abbreviations come up constantly in conversations, documentation, and on the exam itself. By the end of this session, you will not only recognize the acronyms, but also understand the concepts behind them, giving you both confidence for the test and a stronger foundation for your future learning. File Transfer Protocol, or FTP, is one of the earliest methods created for moving files between computers on a network. It allows you to upload and download files, but it does not provide encryption, which means the data can be intercepted. While FTP is still in use, it has largely been replaced by more secure versions that protect sensitive information. File Transfer Protocol Secure, or FTPS, is an improved version of FTP that adds encryption to protect information as it moves between computers. This extra security makes sure that usernames, passwords, and file contents are kept private during transfer. It is especially important in business environments where confidential data must be protected. Gigabit, written as GB, is a measurement of data equal to 1 billion bits. It is commonly used to describe very fast network connections or the capacity of modern equipment. When internet providers advertise gigabit speeds, they are highlighting how quickly data can move between devices or across the web. A gigabyte, written as GB, is a unit of digital storage that equals about 1 billion bytes. Hard drives, memory cards, and even smartphones are often described in gigabytes, since that shows how much information they can hold. For example, a high-definition movie may take up 2 to 4 gigabytes of storage space. Gigabits per second, or Gbps, measures how quickly data moves across a network. Higher gigabit speeds mean faster downloads, smoother video streaming, and better support for multiple devices using the internet at once. This unit is often used by service providers to compare the performance of different internet plans. The General Data Protection Regulations, or GDPR, is a privacy law created by the European Union. It gives people more control over their personal information and requires companies to handle data such as names, addresses, and browsing activity with care. Even companies outside of Europe must follow these rules if they serve European customers. Gigahertz, or GHz, is a measure of speed that tells us how many billions of cycles a computer processor can perform in 1 second. For example, a 3 GHz processor can complete 3 billion cycles every second. While higher gigahertz numbers can mean better performance, the overall design of the processor also plays a big role. The Global Positioning System, or GPS, is a worldwide navigation system made up of satellites and ground stations. It allows devices such as smartphones and car navigation systems to figure out their exact location. GPS is used every day for mapping, tracking deliveries, guiding airplanes, and even helping farmers with precise planting. A graphics processing unit, or GPU, is a specialized processor designed to handle graphics and images. It was originally created to speed up video games and 3D graphics, but today, GPUs are also used in scientific research, artificial intelligence, and cryptocurrency mining. Having a powerful GPU can make a big difference in both gaming performance and complex data analysis. The Graphical User Interface, or GUI, is the visual system of windows, icons, and menus that allows people to interact with computers. It replaced the need for typing complex commands and made computers more user-friendly for the general public. Today, almost every operating system and mobile device uses some form of GUI to make technology easier to use. A hard disk drive, or HDD, is a traditional storage device that uses spinning magnetic disks to store data. These drives have been in use for decades and can hold large amounts of information at a low cost. However, they are slower and more fragile compared to modern solid-state drives, which have no moving parts. High-definition multimedia interface, or HDMI, is a type of cable and port used to connect devices like computers, game consoles, and televisions. It can transmit both video and audio through a single connection, which makes it convenient for home and office setups. HDMI has become the standard for high-quality displays, replacing older connections such as VGA and DVI. Hypertext Markup Language, or HTML, is the coding language used to create web pages. It provides the structure for text, images, links, and other elements you see in a browser. Even though it looks like a series of tags and symbols, it is the foundation of every website on the Internet. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or HTTP, is the system that allows web browsers and servers to communicate. When you type a website into your browser, HTTP makes the request and delivers the content back to you. While HTTP works well, it does not encrypt information, which is why secure versions are preferred. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, or HTTPS, is the secure version of HTTP that adds encryption. When you see HTTPS in a website address, it means the connection is private and protects your data, such as passwords or payment details. Most modern websites now use HTTPS by default to improve security. Infrastructure as a Service, or IaaS, is a cloud computing model where companies rent virtualized servers, storage, and networks from a provider. This allows organizations to avoid buying and maintaining expensive physical hardware. With IaaS, businesses can quickly scale up or down depending on their needs. Platform as a Service, or PaaS, is a cloud service model that provides developers with tools and environments to build applications. Instead of worrying about hardware or operating systems, developers can focus only on writing and testing their code. PaaS makes software development faster and easier, especially for teams working in the cloud. Software as a Service, or SaaS, is a way of delivering software applications over the Internet. Instead of buying a program and installing it on a computer, users can access it through a browser and pay a subscription fee. Popular examples include email services, office applications, and online collaboration tools. An integrated development environment, or IDE, is software that helps programmers write and test code more efficiently. It combines tools like a text editor, a debugger, and a compiler into one package. Using an IDE makes it easier for developers to manage their projects and spot errors quickly. The Internet Mail Access Protocol, or IMAP, is a system that allows users to read email from multiple devices. Messages are stored on a server, so checking mail on your phone, tablet, or laptop always shows the same inbox. This makes IMAP more flexible than older email methods that download messages only to one device. The Internet Mail Access Protocol Secure, or IMAPS, is the secure version of IMAP that uses encryption to protect email communications. With IMAPS, both the contents of the email and the login information are hidden from attackers, making it safer to check email on public networks. Many modern email providers use IMAPS by default to keep users protected. The Internet of Things, or IoT, describes the growing network of everyday objects that are connected to the Internet. Examples include smart thermostats, wearable fitness trackers, and connected appliances that can be controlled through a phone. While IoT adds convenience and automation, it also introduces new security and privacy concerns that must be managed. Internet Protocol, or IP, is the system that gives every device on a network a unique address. These addresses allow computers, phones, and servers to find and communicate with each other. Without IP, data would have no way to travel across the Internet to the right destination. Infrared, often shortened to IR, is a type of wireless technology that uses light waves just beyond human vision. It has been used for things like TV remote controls, wireless mice, and some short-range data transfers. Although less common today, infrared paved the way for other wireless systems such as Bluetooth. An Internet Service Provider, or ISP, is the company that delivers Internet access to homes and businesses. Well-known examples include cable companies, phone companies, and fiber providers. ISPs supply the connection, assign IP addresses, and often provide equipment like modems and routers. A kilobit, or KB, is a small unit of digital information equal to 1,000 bits. Kilobits are often used to describe slower internet speeds, particularly in older or low-bandwidth connections. Today they are less common since speeds are usually measured in megabits or gigabits per second. A kilobyte, or KB, is a unit of storage equal to roughly 1,000 bytes. It was once a common way to measure file sizes, but as technology has advanced, megabytes and gigabytes have become more standard. For perspective, a short text file may take up only a few kilobytes of space. Kilobits per second, or kbps, is a measurement of data transfer speed. Older internet connections, such as dial-up, were often described in kilobits per second. While it seems small compared to today's gigabit speeds, kbps was an important step in the early days of online connectivity. A local area network, or LAN, is a group of connected devices within a small area, such as a home, school, or office. It allows computers and printers to share resources and communicate quickly without using the Internet. LANs are the foundation of modern networking, and most homes today use a wireless LAN through Wi-Fi. Thanks for listening. Please visit baremetalcyber.com for more cybersecurity information and education, including a new children's series. For more information on books and more, follow us at cyberauthor.me.